Hello, grade 10. Today we are doing isometric drawing. We take it from a worksheet here. It says the front and the top view of a model in third angle orthographic projection. This model is drawn in third angle orthographic projection, which simply means here in third angle you have the top view, the front here, the left and the right. So if you are given these views, they look like this. You are given two views, it means you cannot be given the right and the front or the front and the left. It simply means you have been given the principal views, the most important views, which is the front and the top. This one will be your front and that will be your top view. That will be your top view. Now this is a 2D, two-dimensional drawing. It shows you the top and the front. Now the instruction is start at point A, draw an isometric view of this model. No hidden details. They don't want us to draw any hidden details. You draw it isometrical. When you are doing an isometric drawing, you make sure that you are drawing it 3D. It's a three-dimensional drawing. What does that mean? Here is an isometric grid. Before we start drawing that, here is an isometric grid here. I'll draw here my isometric grid. Right. That one. It's going to be it's a faint line, because remember it's a construction line. That is the height, the length and the width, how wide it is. That will be the width. So 1, 2, 3, you will see the top view will be the 3D. The height, one dimension, the length, second dimension, and then the width, the third dimension. Let's look at how long this object of ours, this model is. This model, when you view it from the top view, it tells us that from here to there it will be 13 plus right. Oh, remember, if that gives us 13 from here to there, if you look at it here, you can choose sometimes. You might not be given all the dimensions, but you can see that this part is the same as that one. They look alike. So the distance from here to there is 20. Therefore, that will be 20 from here to there, which will be 7 from here to there. That makes it 20. So the whole length here will be 50 plus 20 plus 20. It will be 90. So right from the front, your front, because you have been given the top and the front. Now your front view, we will draw this front here. We'll have the front. That will be the front view. We'll draw it this way, this front, and then that side will be our left view. Now let's measure our 90 millimeters. There is our 90 millimeters. From 0 to 90 millimeters will be there, and then after you have drawn that 90 millimeter mark, and then you go up there. Sometimes you might draw your front there, which means on this side will be your right and the top is there, but in this case this will be my front. I've decided to draw my front view on this side. So the height of the whole object will be this 30 plus 24. That will give us 54. The height will be 54. There is our height of 54. The height is 54. I take my set square, on top of my T-square. I make sure that my T-square is held firmly against my drawing board. Then I draw my little box here. That gives me the height very faintly. And then on the other side, this side, on the left hand side, that side will be 50 millimeters. You can see 50 millimeters on the side. You measure your 50 millimeters. You measure your 50 millimeters. You have your 50 millimeters there, and then you project upwards. Then from this little box of mine, I have all three main dimensions. This 50, which is that 50. I have this 20 plus 50, this 90. I have 1, 2 dimensional, and then I also have, it's 50, it's 90, and the height is 54. I have that 54. Now I complete my little box here. I can go on and complete my little box here, which tells me that whatever I'll be drawing here, it should fit into this box. It should fit into this box. One other thing that is important is to get the center. The center. You will know why. You will see why as we go on. The center of 50 is 25. Center line. Then I draw my center line. A center line, it's long, short line. Tells me that that is my center. There is my center. There, the top is transferred to the top. They call it a 3D. I've got this view, the left view, I have the front view, I have the top view. Now, let's get the center on this other side here. The center of 90 is 45. Center of 90 is 45 here. And then the center of 90 is 45. And then from that 45 of ours, I'm drawing my center. This is basically how we start doing our drawings. Now I have my object and its center lines. Now let's look. This side here, this part here, we're drawing the front view. It has got a height of 24, this lower part, height of 24. We'll measure this 24 from the corner here. Let's measure the 24. You only measure it once. There is that 24. Look at what I do after I've measured that 24. Very faintly, I project it, that 24 of mine. I project it that way, and very faintly that way. That's 24. And then we know that it goes from here to there. It's like from here to there. That is 20. Measure 20 millimeters. Let's do that. Measure. There is 20 on this side, and also there at the back. There is 20, that 20. There is 20 at the back. There is another 20 at the back. Before I could get confused, let me finish the lines that I am sure of. This one. We use this set square mostly. It's here. from the front. I use that one there, and then I turn it around up to here, up to there, and then from the center here, from the center it's 22, which means it's 11, 11. Now where is my center? There is my center. I will have, here is my 22, 11, 11. I've marked my 11, 11. Now I transfer this side, it goes on to the other side. I transfer it to that side, which will be this side. I will transfer this side here, it's there, and also down there. I lift it up, and also from its center, we have this web. This is a web. You will see after we have drawn it how it looks like. This web is 4 millimeters. This web is 4. It is at the center, which means to the other side, on the other side. That web, it is going to lie 2 millimeters from each direction. Where is my 2 millimeters? My ruler. I don't see clearly from this ruler. Okay, but I will try and measure my 2 millimeters. 1, 2, 2, 2. There is 2 millimeters, 2 millimeters from the center. It is going to be my web, and then I will transfer that web. Remember, I will transfer that web. You will see. Sometimes it's better for you to just watch. You will see how it goes from this corner here. From this corner, we go that way, which is that line there, over there. We take that line. Firstly, we draw it very faintly. We'll draw it very faintly, and then you turn around your set square at 30 degrees. This is always at 30 degrees. It's 30 degrees. As it turns back, it goes backwards that way. So you have that box there for this part, that is there. Now, what do we need to do now? We will measure this 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters from the center will be 25. 25 will take me where? Okay, I do have it there, that 25. But now I want this line. Which means I want this one, this dotted line. It will be from here to there, it will be 13. From there to there also it will be 13. There is my 13. That side. Also on the other side, I have my 13. 13. Right. Since we have 13, the height, this height, it is 9 millimeter. We will measure the height, which is 9 millimeter. I take it anywhere. Okay, let me not confuse you. This height here is 9 millimeter. It must be 9. I am drawing it very, very faintly. And then before I measure it, then I measure it only once. This 9 millimeter, I measure it only once. 9 millimeter is there. The other one on the other side, I don't measure it. I just use my set square and transfer that 9 millimeter. I'm transferring it to the other side. There we are. Then we will have this corner there at that corner, and then you complete this side using just a set square, 30-60 degrees set square, but you are using this side of 30 degrees. We have that. Now it must go up. We lift it up. We lift it up by 30. Already it has been measured. That 30 has been measured. It is there. There is our 30. It will end there. Up there 30. And that 30 is also on the other side. There is 30. There is 30. Then you will then transfer it. That length, the whole length of 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters. That 50. Already that 50 millimeters is there. We have measured. Remember, in that box, we simply take the set square. Simply take the set square and transfer it there. Also, even in the other corner there, you transfer it there, because we don't want to spend too much time doing this drawing. We don't want to do that. Spend it there. And then very same set square at 90 degrees. 90 degrees, that's how we draw your perpendicular line. At 90 degrees, you will see it will fit nicely here in this corner there. It will fit nicely at that corner. But, before I was supposed to draw that, I must draw. Yeah, fortunately, I'll be able to see it. Now I'm completing my corners here. This one, and that one has been completed. Now remember, I have measured once more. If you remember earlier, these 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. I've measured these 4 millimeters. So that 4 millimeters, I'm going to go through with you very, very slowly. With the set square, I transfer that 4 millimeters. It is here. It can be here. From here to there. It on the other side. From here, it can be there. I'm transferring it there. It's not necessary what I'm doing. Just to show you our steps that we were following. You take it that side, and then it goes up vertically up. It goes vertically up. That 4. It goes vertically up, which means you'll find it there. But this is a web, so it doesn't go like this. It goes from here to there. Remember, even with the center line, you can transfer. If you transfer the center line to this back part here, you can transfer it like this. You go at the center there, it goes that side. Your center will be somewhere there. As this one passes through, where they meet, it will be your center. Even from this center, you can measure 2 and 2. Now, because it is a web, it starts here and it goes up to there. I'm doing it solidly so that you see it. And then this web starts here and it goes up to there. That is a web that we are going to have there. Now, when you complete a web is like a nose, the nose of this thing. Now I'm completing the web simply by using my 30 degree set square, 60 degree set square. There we are. And then I am now completing all my isometric lines. Those are isometric lines that I'm completing there. Even at the back, that line will go down that way. You won't be able to see this web at the back. It's also there at the back, but you will not be able to see it. And then there's this line that goes backwards also on the other side there. And then that line, it will go up until there. Now, we are not done yet. And then we have to there's a hole here on top. Here is this hole, which is 22 millimeters in width from the center. 22 millimeters in width. I've measured it here. You can measure it anywhere, but I could have measured it here, but just to see you, just to show you the stuff. Good. I can also transfer this dimension to there and transfer this one to there, that measurement, that dimension. Then I turn around my set square very faintly. I move it across. I move it across there. Then I want to find the center. I want to find the width. This hole, how wide is this hole? It is 32 millimeters. So from the center here, I'm going to measure 16, 16. Where is my center? Here is my center. I'll measure 16, 16. (32), 16, 16, 16. From here to there is 16. Here to there is 16. Then I am done with that hole. Now that's 16, 16. This is what I do. 1. I slide my t-square, my set square over my t-square. I slide it over my t-square. Have that, and there we go. There is that hole. That hole, it goes deeper here, but they don't want us to show the hidden details. So that is the corner where you can see the hole as it goes downwards. So this is your isometric drawing of this block, of this model. We hope you have enjoyed it. You understood something there on how to draw an isometric drawing. This was a simple isometric drawing for the grade 10s. Thank you. See you in the next video. Cheers.